All right, it's a gloomy day out, but I know one thing that will cheer me up. Well, it's one person.
Hello.
Hello, Robin.
Hi, Miranda.
How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, thanks. I don't have a favorite meal, but I have a favorite cupcake. You take a yellow cupcake, you pull the bottom off, you put it on the top, and you squish it a little bit, and it's a cupcake sandwich. And then you eat it, you get frosting in every bite. I decided when I got this job, I was going to be the best first person the students see. The first few days, it was like, Robin, remember to smile. Smile, keep smiling. And after a while, it would be natural, you know, it'd come easier and easier. And then after a few weeks, it was like I would see somebody and I would automatically smile. So it was there. And if you ask people before this, they would say, nah, that wasn't my personality at all. But I was going to make it my personality, and it came out, and it was, and it did. So now it's just there. It's funny that I'll be outside of campus and I'll see kids your age and I'll smile at them and you'll see them going, you know, because I'm thinking that I know everybody this age. But that's how I want to make you guys feel comfortable coming in. If we're slow, I would love to hear your stories. I want to hear what kind of grades you're getting. I want to hear all the fun stuff, all the not so fun stuff. But if it's slow, come talk to me. That's a hard one. I don't know how my brain picks and chooses, it just does. The first year, I was making a game of it, see how many I could. This year, it's kind of, I need to because I want to. If you come into WAG constantly, that helps. If you come into WAG at a slower time where I can have a conversation with you, and I'm seeing a personality with your face, a name with your face, that really helps too. One student this year taught me a new way. He would come in and he would go, my name is, and he would tell me his name. Every time he walked by me, he would tell me his name. After a while, I said, okay, my brain needs processing time, so come in and just make me guess. It works, so I've been doing that on a few kids. That works. A while back, right before school started this year, Nicole calls me about a week before orientation, and she says, I need you to come in to sign some papers for the new registers. And I'm thinking, why didn't she just wait until orientation? I mean, it's only a week away. And I said, okay, you know, she's the boss. So I come in and we're talking about summer and gabbing away, and we're walking right by the registers. And I'm kind of going, she goes, oh, these are our new registers. And we kept walking. So we get back to the back and she opens this door and there's a gazillion people in here. And I'm going, oh man, this is like standing room only. Sure hope this meeting doesn't last very long. So she looks at me, she goes, oh, by the way, Robin, I lied to you. You won this spot in the Ring of Stars. And I'm going, what? You know, it was like, oh my gosh. So she had me fooled completely, except for the back of my mind, it was trying to tell me something, but it didn't. Aramark has 270,000 employees worldwide. They had 1,400 nominations, and they chose 200 of them, and I was one of the 200 that got picked. I want to thank Nicole big time because she wrote a nomination paper of all the accomplishments that I had through the year, and her wonderful words made the committee take notice. So thank you, Nicole. We got there and we had a meet and greet. They didn't make us all, there was like 500 of us, so they didn't make us in one big room. They broke it down and we were all in smaller rooms. I was in the educational department. So we got to know these people a little bit better. They took the guests out into the main lobby, or the main room, and then they had the Arizona Marching Band lead us in. We were in our little groups. We were the last group, we were the first group on stage. It was goosebumps. Oh my gosh, it just sends chills down my back. Just knowing the Arizona's marching band. And they were, you know, doing their football, basketball stuff, music, so it was fun. And then we got up on stage and the CEO, Eric Voss, he was up there and he was doing his speech, and then he announced each one of us. So we got our individual time. I went over and I got a hug from him, and he was telling me congratulations and stuff. That's the picture that they blew up and to a poster size, and you guys all signed. It was on Aramark's Facebook. They had like 9 pictures, and that was one of them that they picked. I mean, wow. And then at the end, it was the red carpet. They had us all stay up in the lobby. They wouldn't let us go downstairs where everything was. So they sent us all down at one time. They had this red carpet all the length with these gold stars, and every one of us had a name on them. So we were walking down trying to find our names. They had fake paparazzi, they had champagne. We were walking the red carpet. It was like, wow, it's still wow. That's my favorite word right now, I guess. They had a very fantastic dinner. In between, they would take our groups up on stage, and this time we got to do individual. We would walk up the stairs, shake the hand of, and I shook the hands of Brent, who is head of education. They would take our picture, give us our ring, and then we would shake the hands of the other few that were up there. And then when I went down the stairs, they had a whole bunch of people at the bottom doing high fives. Then you went around and you got your official picture taken with Eric Voss again. It was an evening that was so much fun because you felt like you knew these people, even though you'd only seen them for a couple of days. But everybody was congratulating everybody. Everybody was talking like we knew each other. So that was a fun evening. At the end of, after they announced all of us, Eric got up and he was telling us some stuff, and he said that we are going to have our pictures, all 200 of us, in a display case up in Philadelphia at corporate headquarters. So no matter how many Ring of Stars go after us, we are the first ones to get our pictures in the display case. So you know what this means, road trip? And then on one of the middle days, we had some, they were called program meetings. There were speeches and stuff, very interesting stuff. And kind of in between, Eric was standing out there, and I said, Artie, let's go talk to him. So we waited our turn, and I went up to him. I said, you know, what you're doing is amazing. It's fantastic. We're going to go back and try to explain this to people. They're not going to have a clue. You're taping everything. What is the chances that we can get a DVD of it? And he goes, not a bad idea. He turns around. I thought, okay, end of conversation. And Artie and I started leaving. He said, well, wait a minute, I'm getting your answer right now. He turned around to the lady that had the headset, and she was probably kind of in charge of keeping it smooth. He goes, so what are the chances of us getting a DVD? And she's, sure. Got an email a couple days ago that said, your DVD's in the mail. Start looking at your mailbox. It's like, yes, thank you, Robin.